You guys saw the title of the video. Today we have how good are beast fruits actually. A lot of people get this misconception that beast fruits are either like the best thing in the world or they're like just absolutely trash. And I never really see an in-between. Like they're either the most unskilled brain dead things that can kill everyone or they're just trash and you should never use it. I don't understand that. So, we're gonna clear that up today. Like and subscribe so you guys can get more videos like this. I haven't been the most consistent, but I'm gonna get it back up, guys. This is the start. Trust. Anyways, join the Discord server, link in the description below, to be in videos, giveaways, events, and more. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so beast fruits. Usually, when you see beast fruits, you might think of something like Yeti, right? And if we look at this thing at face value, it's OP. Yeti, you can transform. There's no meter. You can just spam until they're dead, right? You just spam, boom, boom, boom. Lots of low cooldown moves, as you can see right here. This is going by fast. Moves that go into each other, moves that just like kill you, right? And a lot of these transformation fruits do the same thing. Kitsune has a meter, but it's still very fast and stuff. Dragon is just, well, it's dragon, bro. Like, you guys know what to expect from dragon fruit. Tiger, Venom, even though it's kind of outdated, still insane in transformation. But here is where you guys get confused. Beast fruits do have a lot of drawbacks as well. So first, we're gonna go over all the negatives. You cannot use any other things in transformation, right? You can't use fighting style, you can't use sword, you can't use gun. You can't even use V4 to its maximum potential, right? You're just stuck using this beast fruit in transformation. And usually, these beast fruits out of transformation, they kind of suck. Ooh. All right, dragon, the most expensive fruit in the game by most people's standards, has a very subpar untransformed version, right? And I don't know, honestly, it was good before. I don't know why they changed like the untransformed version. Actually good before, but now it is kind of mid to people's standards. It's like, think of like an Arby's. Do people even eat Arby's anymore? That's dragon untransformed. But a lot of these. Besides, I'd say the few good transformations that we have, Kitsune, Venom, that's honestly the list, bro. Diamond, if you want to count Diamond. I'm not really counting Diamond in this video because, like, you can still use other stuff with it. You know what I mean? Like, you can use other stuff with transformation. Same thing with Rubber. But, yeah, there are 2 out of, like, 7 or 8 that are transform, unskilled, brain dead, whatever you guys call them, that are decent to use outside of transformation. So if you're using any of these other fruits, which a lot of people use, like let's say like a dragon, right? You're just gonna be like kind of mid usually. Like, you know what I mean? You're gonna be kind of mid if you're using dragon, unless of course you know how to PvP, then you can really use anything. But a lot of people using transformation fruits aren't really gonna know how to PvP. But like, bro, it's like you're not really gonna know what to do, right? Until you get that transformation, and unless you have Yeti or leopard or like mammoth or something without a transformation cooldown or a meter or something, then you are essentially fried because a lot of people don't know how to use transformation fruits outside of transformation. We were talking about PvP, but I'm gonna go over the whole thing. So in grinding, honestly, it really depends. Like something like gas is actually really good for grinding because it's a Logia. Ow. But it's a Logia, so NPCs without hockey, they can't hit you. It also has a transformation where you can go in and you can really keep this meter up a very long time if you're constantly hitting these NPCs, right? Because the meter goes down kind of slow, and when you hit stuff, it goes right back up. So also something like Buddha, the best grinding fruit in the game, is also good. But then you also have things like Tiger Fruit, which just doesn't have M1s out of transformation. And when you do go in transformation, it's really not the greatest for grinding. So you might as well just, pack it up. Just pack it up and use a different fruit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, for grinding, it honestly depends. And trading, of course, they're gonna be insanely expensive and stuff because they're beast fruits. But enough of that. This is a mainly PvP oriented video. I just wanted to take care of everything. Now for PvP, we have the pros. Of course, like I went over before, some of these fruits have no meter, which makes it easier to transform and spam. And even if they do have a meter, a lot of these moves are low cooldown just because like can't really use anything else. And they love making beast fruits insanely spammy. So who can complain about that besides the whole player base? Another thing is, when these fruits come out, expect them to be completely unbalanced on release. So if you're using something like a tiger fruit or, I'd honestly go for original leopard. I'd honestly say OG leopard because tiger fruit was kind of disappointing on release, I would say. Even tiger fruit is just like insanely OP. All beast fruits are insanely OP. So, you know, I would get it on release before it gets absolutely gutted like original leopard did and forgotten about. But yeah, that's another con. These things get gutted, right? They're still insane, but they get gutted once they're no use. They have no use anymore. They kind of just get tossed aside. But yeah, I mean, there's not that many pros that I haven't already listed. Besides, 1, it is very spammy. 2, it is very spammy. 3, it is very spammy. 4, wait, what just happened? I just TP. I guess you can TP with beast fruits, but insanely OP, insanely spammy, low cooldown, easy to use, and yeah, I mean, now let's talk about just PvP in general. A lot of these guys, people, ladettes say that these fruits are bad because they're facing bad players. Right? Like, of course, if you're facing a bad player and you're good, it's not really gonna matter, right? Now, they will give you more of a challenge, even if they are bad, but this is just like discrimination against bounty. Bounty discrimination, bro. If you're facing a 30 million bounty leopard user or a 30 million bounty dragon transform, they're gonna have more game sense. They're gonna have more knowledge, PvP IQ than your average 2.4 million iPad kid with like Cheeto dust on his fingertips. Yeah, they're obviously gonna have more experience than that kid, right? So I don't think it's fair to say, oh, just because I only face 2.4 millions with the beast fruit, that beast fruit is bad, right? Because there are good people that use it. Yes, a lot / a majority of people that use beast fruits are lower bounties, but that does not mean that the fruit itself is bad. And then for those of you saying that this is the best fruit on earth, everyone should use it, whatever, blah blah blah, they're insanely OP, they're insanely brain dead, whatever you do want to say, brain dead part, you are right, you are absolutely right. But I do want to point out a few points, bro. You can't use other things such as fighting style, sword, gun. You can't use those things when you're in transformation. Makes it sometimes harder to evade moves because you don't have all those extra moves, right? And your fruit's probably gonna get gutted once it's done for. Used enough, it's gonna get gutted. And if it gets popular again, and it gets really popular, it's gonna get gutted again. That's just the sad truth, bro. Sad truth. But the fruits are brain dead. Don't get me wrong. I think that there's a balance there, right? Well, you know, not a balance in the game, but I think that there's some sort of balance that's there, right? As not using the other things before not being as useful, blah, blah, blah. But again, if you're 30 million, right, you're gonna know what to do. You can untransform, go V4, and then not transform again, and then have all your moves, right? You can have all your moves right there, fully available. But, you know, a lot of these people that are using beast fruits just aren't that smart. They're not smart at all. They're kind of dumb. They're gonna be limited, but even if they aren't, outside of transformation, a lot of these fruits are just subpar. Is this fruit brain dead? Yes. Is this fruit bad? No. Where do you obtain these fruits? Discord.gg/Blox2. Enter the giveaway. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, join the Discord server, link in the description below to be in videos, giveaways, events, and more, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.